Hi YouTube, Machismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. 5 things that have little to do with spotting a narcissist. I'm going to talk about the 5 things that have little, not that they don't have anything to do with spotting a narcissist. They have very little to do with spotting a narcissist. You and our intelligence has little to nothing to do, or little to do with spotting a narcissist. It's not a matter of how many degrees you got in narcissist personality disorder. Unfortunately, if you take, I believe, Dr. Romney, she is a licensed therapist on this subject and one of the most sought after therapists on this subject, and she'll tell you even after the fact that she's been somehow or another she's missed stuff when it comes to narcissists. Your insight has little to do with it. Your education, as I just pointed out, your academics has little to do with spotting a narcissist. Not to say that these things don't contribute to your knowing pretty much the DNA of who they are. Your experiences has little, believe it or not. Your experiences of dealing with a narcissist times past, it has a little to do with it, but it is not truly what helps you wholeheartedly detect and determine a narcissist. And the last one is the obnoxiousness, that we somehow seem to always see associated with narcissists. Because I'll give you case in point. There was a time in my life when I was very, I behaved silly, just the life of the party, wind up dog, crash dummy I was, which many of us have been, people pleasers. And, good natured people, once we find out or discover, we're likable by people around us. This is pre-awakened, before we awakened. We felt like, okay, they want me to come over and tell the joke because they like the joke. Come over and tell the joke again, Machismo. Oh, okay, ha ha. We thought we were being laughed. The joke was being laughed at, but we were being laughed at. So this has little to do with it in spotting a narcissist, because I myself have been obnoxious and just seeming like attention seeking, just all of the false bravado that a lot of us, men and women, empaths, chosen ones, demonstrated pre-awakening. We just didn't know how to turn the switch off. Center of attention, life of the party, we thought. And we didn't have to do what we were doing. We were doing too much, only because we were being encouraged, or we felt like it was needed and necessary to fit in. But now we know better. I will show you or tell you a few things that will aid drastically in determining a narcissist. And the first one is consistent, the consistent lack of empathy that you will see from the individual. A consistent lack of empathy. And it'll be undeniable post-awakening. But these are things that we have to be attuned to. This is akin to who they are. This is a very, very big red flag. And when they give that empathy will look fake. It will look pre-orchestrated. It will look like it's not genuine and authentic. It will feel very unauthentic. Again, the observation or the keen intuitiveness has to connect with when you see this. We can't pass it off. We can't dismiss it. And this is a key factor in realizing that in spite of the narcissist. The observation is the next one, which is what I kind of just spoke of. Just your somber, vigilant, nonchalant observation. Over time, how much time I can't really say, but I do know this: the observation has to be consistent with you in order to be able to determine and rule out, or even making a ruling of whether this is a narcissist or not. Because they're all on a spectrum, and surface stuff, meaning when you first see a person, they begin to act in a certain way or behave a certain way. A lot of times we may often we may jump the gun and think, oh man, this is a full-blown narcissist. And it may end up not really being a narcissist. It may just be a people pleaser, a person that has got childhood wounds, like a lot of us have. Just a person that just has not truly accepted who they are as an individual. They're living their life trying to appease other people. So your intuition, that is a key factor in determining. Because in times past we talked ourselves out of, or we argued or debated, or it was up for discussion, our intuition. So we talked ourselves out of it. Don't argue with your intuition. Just ride the wave of the intuition and allow the intuition to do what only intuition does best. It will guide you and show you what you can never see with your physical eyes. So the next one is the energy that these people give off, the vibe that they give off. This is one thing that's very undeniable. The energy that a narcissist gives off, it feels like a heat. I've said this in a video before. That is the best way I can describe it. It is a heat they give off. You physically feel it in your body. The heat is almost like standing close to an oven or a fire. The intensity of their darkness, in my case, in my experience, it's been a few cases where the intensity of their energy was so dark and defiled, till I felt an overwhelming heat between them and I. The vibe they give off. Another one, and the last one, would be behavior cues. Behavior cues in conjunction with the body language. The way they behave and their body language in conjunction together, these two together, because they can speak a certain way and talk a certain way, but a lot of times their body language doesn't match their behavior. And in a lot of cases, the behavior and the body language can match one another in the negative, in the way that a narcissist moves. So it can be either or. Their body language you're observing, and their behavior cues. You may say something, disagree. If you're not agreeable with a narcissist, their body language and behavior will readily show you where this person really cannot accept a person having their own opinion. They will ride that opinion that you gave that doesn't reside in what they want it to be, and they will continue to rehash that, and you will readily realize it. And in silence, you have to determine that this person, very well, there's a strong chance that this is a narcissist. So I hope these things help you guys understand. Like I said, 5 things that have little to do with spotting a narcissist, as opposed to, I think I gave about 5 things that 5 or 6 things that do greatly contribute to spotting a narcissist. That being said, blessed.